Very cruisy lesson today. You're just going to do some vocabulary. Tell me what shape the graphs do, and you can probably spend a bit of time playing FIFA on the PS3 in the office there. So for your test and investigation, you need to be able to describe performance of a company over time, as shown in a company chart. So this was Apple from last year. These charts have some specific features. The x-axis represents the time. So if I look at this, can you see it's like June, July, August, September? So it's over the course of a year. You can adjust it however you want. The y-axis is the closing price of those shares. A line or multiple lines track the closing price of the company over time. So if I went from February of 2000 and I think this was 23 to the start of 2024, what could you say about the overall Apple share price? Did it overall go up in the end? Yep. Was there some variation around here though? Yep. So just saying going up and down, that's not enough. We need some more formal language for it, okay? The other thing that you'll find is on the same chart, this bar chart is for the volume. Do you remember what the volume was in the reading share listings lesson? It was the number of?
It was the number of buy and sell.
And sell together. So you can see when it was, the amount of interest in Apple goes up and down over time. Okay? There may be some correlation between spikes up here and the spikes in volume, but not necessarily. You just have to be aware that this bar chart just shows interest in the company, okay? To succeed in the subject, you need to be able to describe price trends and company charts with appropriate language. We're going to come up with that language together. Instead of saying the price going up, what term could we use to say that the price is,
Raising.
Raising or rising?
Rising.
Someone else? What's another word that we could use to say the price is going up? Yes? Increasing. Expanding. Keep it to yourself now. Expanding. No. Any others? Huh? Don't skip over. It's relevant, but see if you can think of others now. Let's do the opposites. What's the opposite of rising? Yep. Dropping. Falling. Decreasing. We just need more formal, nicer words instead of saying it went up and down. I'm literally marking you on that, yes?
Would climbing be one?
Climbing, fine. It climbs in November. That's reasonable. You'll see that in newspapers and on analysis websites. If you see that the price is flat, what's a more formal way that I could say the price is? The price is currently? Plateaued. Nice. Plateau, I believe, is how you spell plateau. There's a simpler one that starts with S for when it's flat. Stationary, sort of. You could possibly use stationary, but stable is what I was after. Steady. Do you agree that steady is possible for that? And when you have a part of the graph that's going up and down, zigzagging, you're not going to say zigzagging.
Fluctuating.
Yeah, this kid. Anything else?
Alternating?
Not really, because alternating is between two numbers. What's the opposite of stable?
Unstable.
Yeah. Is there a word that starts with V that you could use to say that something changes a lot? Oh, yes, that's good. Oh, that wasn't what I was thinking, but volatile is good. Yep.
Varying.
Volatile. Variable is what I was after. Right, get those down, please. When you describe the performance of a company on a chart, you need to be specific about the time periods you're detailing, so make sure you look at the scale in the x-axis. So I'll give you some time. Can you get that little box down, please? If you can think of any other nice formal words for rising, falling, staying still, jumping up and down, add to them. Just check them with me first. Do you need to get a drink? Sure. So in your assessment, there'll be a question saying, company da-da-da, can you please describe the trends in the company price over the past year? You'll use these words, they're formal. What we haven't done is show you how do I break it up into different time periods so that I can be specific about it, okay? So, just draw a very crappy imitation of this apple graph. Just it goes up, it goes down steeply, and then it varies a little bit, and then it rises again towards the end. Just like get as close to that as you can, yeah?
Include dates as well?
They can't see the dates yet because I haven't scrolled down.
Oh, okay.
Because of the screen being freaking 360p, you can't actually see the months, so I'll write them in for you. This is Feb, March, April, so yeah, that's basically it. 2023 going into 2024. Get something that somewhat resembles that. You don't need every little spike, just the overall shape of it. So this would be see that purple line gives you the gist of what was happening with Apple over time. Yep.
Is this
That's all right. Yep. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. If you have got that graph, start thinking about how could we break this up into sections of trends. What is it doing from February to August, basically? Is that one chunk of behavior?
right?
Is there a chunk of behavior between August and November?
Yep.
Is there a chunk of behavior between November and the end, like freaking New Year's 2024?
Yep.
And there was some little bit that happened right at the end, and then it looks like it's going up again. So that's what I mean by when you describe the performance of a company on the chart, you need to be specific about the time periods. If you say the graph increased and then was variable and then decreased and then increased again, no marks because you haven't told me where it's happening. All right? But if you visualize it, you've got a section there. There's a steep drop. You've got some variability there. There's an increase. There's a decrease. And then it looks to be an increase again. Now let's use our words. Anyone here doing English? Use your word power to answer the question using our terms that we came with. Describe the performance of Apple shares, seen in the company chart below, in detail over the past year. So, Apple price increased gradually from Feb 23 to late July 23. What did the price do between late July and August? Did it drop gradually or did it drop real fast? Yeah. So sharply, you could say. The price dropped sharply going into August.
You said the price spiked, like another going up one?
But spiked would be about going up. You wouldn't say spiked when something...
No.
It's like an innie and an outie, right?
So we got like when it goes up again.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could. If it's fast. I wouldn't refer to this part as spiking.
Yeah.
That took a while. Yeah? But I agree, November to December looks like it's spiked. I'd agree with that. That's a month. And it's like, that graph is double the height. The price dropped sharply going to August. What term could we use to describe the price August to November? Is it consistent or are we a little wavy? So what were some of the words we used?
So they're very volatile
Volatile.
or variable.
Yep. The price was volatile between August and November. Let's do what he said for November to December. What did the price do? What did he say to say when it jumped real fast? Spiked. The price spiked. November to December. Was that a massive drop in December? Is it massive or just a reasonable? So you can just say it dropped. It dropped slightly in December, but then started rising again into 2024. As long as you have something that has the gist of that, you get your 4 or 5 months. Are we using terms to describe how a wiggly line went up and down? That's all that is. So I think the exercise that you're doing, if anyone's got their timeline, it's company charts. Do you remember what exercise it was?
Yeah, 7B.3, question 1 AC.
Yeah, 7B.3, question 1 AC. That won't take you long because there's like 2 graphs to look at and tell me what was going on. And then you can chill out after that. I've got the switch available, the PS3, whatever. The weights, if anyone wanted a deadlift. All right, I'll stop recording.